Welcome to Facebook Live from Mel with Mel Rapozo. Today's Wednesday, November 27th, one day before Thanksgiving. Thank you guys all for joining us tonight. Kia ala una. Kenny, what's happening? Julie, thank you guys for joining us. Sorry about the bad hair. Just came home from football practice, so with our kids, and never have a chance for freshen up. So anyway, thank you guys for joining us tonight. And thank you guys for joining us last week. Oh, there's Patsy. Carlos. Aloha, you guys. Betos. Man, you guys are here every single week, man. I tell you, I got to take roll, take attendance and give away a prize. Linda Ann, Lindsay Wong, Wally Rita. Aloha, you guys. Aloha, aloha. Yeah, thank you, Kenny. Aloha. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you as well. Karen, thank you for joining us tonight. This is Wednesday night. Honey and BC, aloha, aloha. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Happy to be home from Korea, back to the warm weather. It was nice and super warm, cold up there. Hey, Nelson. Aloha, brother. Yeah, it's, again, for all of you that joined us last week, Ikaika Anderson, myself, hopefully you guys got a kind of a snapshot of what's going on between City and County of Honolulu and Seoul and Incheon City up there in Korea. Kanani, what's happening? Doreen. Cindy, Egelin, how are you doing? How are you doing? Hey, honey, taking a break from cooking. All right, all right. Yeah, tomorrow's the big day. Kathy Simao, aloha, you guys. Rowena, thank you for joining us tonight on this Thanksgiving Eve. I hope everybody's going to have a great Thanksgiving day tomorrow. Francine Grace, aloha, aloha, aloha again. Thank you guys for joining us as we do this every single week. Usually on Wednesdays, unless something comes up. My sister Sandy, all right, from down the road. Aloha. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thanks, Francine. Tomorrow's a big day for a lot of people. Me personally, I don't really like turkey too much, but I do like the holiday. I do like the opportunity to get with the family to celebrate. Hey, glad you're back home and safe. Thanks, Kanani. I'm glad I'm back home and safe too. Roland, what's up? Thank you, Bitos. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. We're gonna hang on a little bit, get our regulars on. We're up pretty good already. Appreciate you guys again joining us every Wednesday. Thanks, Kathy. Happy Thanksgiving to you and Mila as well. All of you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying this. How's the weather, man? We was expecting this big multi-day storm all the way through Thanksgiving, and I don't know. Hey, brother Ed Kaahea. I hope you hang around, Ed. We got a good show planned, buddy. I hope we got a good show planned. Hey, Napa, Kimo Rosen, us, awesome. Andre and Lutao Arisgado, aloha. Yeah, thank you for sharing. You guys want to go ahead and share this thing or do a watch party? Go ahead. We're going to talk about a bunch of things later. About the landfill. We're going to talk about the Humane Society. Just some of the things that's going on. If you can hear me and see me, please press 1. Mitzi, what's up? What's up? What's up? BJ, aloha, you guys. If you can hear me, please press 1. Man, I hate this internet. Okay, let's see. Overcast here in Kekahamagi. Yeah, same here. Mila, what's happening? When this? Oh, yeah, this thing is going off. Ugh. Okay, am I on, guys? Can you hear me good? I'm getting a lot of ones, so it looks like I'm working. Jess Young, what's happening? Okay, looks like I'm on. My screen is telling me that it says, due to poor wireless connection, your video has been paused. Consider moving to a better signal, yet my signal strength is full. So I'm going to keep on going because I'm getting a lot of ones, so. All right, I don't know, I'm gonna just disregard that error message on my screen. I'm hoping that it stays on. You good, you good. Hi, Larry Aruda, thank you guys. Everybody's on, all right, okay. Okay, we got a good bunch of people on, so I'm going to continue. If I get cut off, somebody just let me know. All right, Mike Martinez, all the way from Kona. BJ says I'm good to go. Good to go. Vito says the picture is fine. Everybody says it's all right. Okay. All right. Well, thank you again. Thank you again for joining us this Wednesday night, as we do every week. Appreciate you guys jumping in, and as you know, you can find this and all my videos, Facebook Lives, on my YouTube channel, Mel Rapozo. Just search it out. I apologize. I think I failed to put up the last 2 weeks. Been real busy traveling and so forth. Tito, Andrew. What's up, Andrew? My new buddy, all the way from Oahu. Was with me up in Korea. Thanks, Andrew, for a great time. So tonight I'm gonna upload all of them up. So if you miss any and you wanna check it out, just go to my YouTube channel, Mel Rapozo. You'll go ahead and you'll see all of the archived Facebook Lives that's been going on. So I cannot tell how many people are on, but we're gonna move forward. Stan Kua, thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Las Cruces says aloha. Tell Las Cruces, New Mexico, I said aloha right back. Awesome. We got people all over the country. Sometimes we get people from other parts of the world. Hey, Rose, and I got to tell you, this is a great way to get the message out. And again, the whole intent of this is to inform and educate and get engaged, man. 49ers or Ravens, whoo, I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I would have to go with the Ravens. Don't take my word for it, because I'm not not an expert, but I got to tell you, watching the Ravens and watching the 49ers is going to be a great game, but I think the Ravens, I think their defense, I would go with the Ravens. Anyway, apologize to all the fans, the 49ers. Savannah, yeah, Sonny, Lionel, got no sound. All right, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I like the 49ers. You just asked me who I think will win. I think the Ravens will win. Ravens not my team, but I think Ravens get good chance. I think so. Weather report is so often wrong, even with our mass flooding last April. No warning. Yeah, but go Steelers, baby. That's it, Savannah. Maines is on. Aloha, Maines. Okay. First of all, before we get officially started, I just want to send our condolences out to the families of those of the families that lost their loved ones in that accident in Anahola a few days ago. Terrible. And I know I speak for all of you. Hey, Stephanie and Danilo, that we send our prayers and our condolences. It's a horrific accident, huge loss for this community. I don't even know the words to say, but know that we all send our prayers and condolences to all families and the friends and everyone connected with those three young individuals. Just a horrible time. And right before the holiday season, we just ask God to lay that layer of protection and blessing on all of those affected. Gosh, so sad, so sad. And we send our prayers. So I just wanted to start off with that. It's a horrible way to start a Facebook Live, but I felt compelled to do so. So, all right, Stephanie, Stella, Tisha, Tani, aloha, aloha, everybody. All right. Again, thank you for joining us all the way from Korea last week. We're live in Korea. The power of the internet, awesome. And so just thank you all for joining us again. And of course, happy Thanksgiving. We must take this opportunity to just be thankful for our families. I'm a blessed man. I've had a pretty colorful life, but I gotta say, at the end of the day, when I look back, I've been a blessed man. And maybe not financially, but I got the best wife, got the best kids, the best family. I got the best friends, and it's just there's always someone worse off and struggling, with so many people struggling. So on this Thanksgiving Day, or the eve of Thanksgiving, let's all send our prayers, our blessings to everyone for Thanksgiving, wherever they may be. We got a lot of people struggling. We got a lot of people without homes. We got a lot of people living on the beach, in bushes. That we just pray for them and hope that they can have a somewhat enjoyable Thanksgiving. Again, we must be thankful and thank God for our blessings. And we cannot forget our troops. All of our troops that are not going to be spending Thanksgiving with their loved ones, their families, or their friends. They're out there protecting our freedom. Definitely want to send a special happy Thanksgiving message and prayers to all of them as well. All right. Now, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, hey, Mark, you guys all know that Patsy's a fabulous baker. She's an amazing baker. She thought it would be fun today to do a Chi-Chi Mochi giveaway. So she's going to bake a whole pan of Chi-Chi Mochi, and she's going to give it away to the first person. She picked the question, not me. To the first person that can post in the message box, because she knows I love football. We're talking about football. We're heading into the playoffs for the NFL very shortly. So up and head to head. But because I love football, she said the first person that can post the last football team that I played for and the position gets a fresh baked pan of Chi-Chi Mochi from Patsy. So I got to watch this because I get the first one. I don't know if too many people know that. It's a long time ago. But the first person that can post the team that I played for, the last team I played football for, and the position, you get a pan of freshly made Chi-Chi Mochi from Patsy. So, all right. I'm out. Yeah, well, I'm sure somebody knows. Kawhi Cup. Oh, Stan Kua wins the pan of Chi-Chi Mochi. Stan Kua, I should have looked. Bench warmer. Oh my God. Kapahai. No, I didn't play Kapahai. Sorry. Kapahai linebacker. Nope. New England Patriots running back. Ray. No. Kawhi tackle. Nope. Sorry, it was the Kawhi Cowboys receiver, Stan Kua. Patsy's on this. She's going to make your pan and get it to you. Awesome. KPD, waterback. Oh, that's fun. I think we're going to do this every week. We may do this every week. I don't know, maybe we'll do brownies and Chi-Chi Mochi or whatever, pumpkin crunch. But and we'll pick a new question. I think that's pretty cool. But Stan Kua, you are the big winner. Stan Kua, because Stan Kua played. That's why with that semi-pro, whatever it was called, the Kauai Football League. Awesome. Okay, so Stan Kua, you're the big winner. And speaking of football, Andrew is crying laughing. We're headed to California next week with our Mighty My team. The Hui Raiders are going to be representing the state of Hawaii in California, in Mission Viejo, and we're going to be challenging some other team. And thank you guys, to all of you that helped our team in any way. A special thanks to Larry Aruda with a very generous donation, as well as Maze Shea, all the way from Florida. Appreciate you guys. But to all of you, everyone that dropped $1 in a fishnet at Safeway or whatever, hey Adam, any one of you that bought spaghetti tickets or breakfast tickets, thank you. You all made it possible for these kids to enjoy an awesome trip up to California. They're gonna spend a day at Knott's Berry Farm as well. But the big game is on December 8th, and it'll be fun. And watching some video of the other team, it's gonna be interesting. So we're gonna have some fun. Also want to really thank our coaches on our team. Craig Kawakami handles our offense. Sean Kahale handles our defense. We got Levi Hirokani and Cleve Javier, who's line coaches for both sides of the ball. Addison, what's up? And I think you was 88. Stanko, you got a memory like an elephant. Wow. Yeah, I was 88, believe it or not. I may even post a picture later. I think I got a picture someplace. Yes, the Raiders, big Raider fans. Good luck and have fun. Thank you, bro. Spaghetti was the bomb. Awesome. Marie, Justin, thank you guys for joining us. Lynn, what's happening? So, yeah, I just wanted to thank all of you that had some little part. Some of you had big parts in getting us over there, and we'll definitely report next week when we get back, or the week after we get back, on how we did. So, hey, Justin, happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Sweetie Lopez, what's up? What's up? Okay. I cannot do this Facebook Live without talking about, and I know I didn't want to do it, but I just needed to, because I was watching the impeachment hearings, and I've watched most of it. And you know what? I'm not gonna debate. Thank you, Mila. Oh yeah, that's right. WestCon. Love my shirt. How many games will we be playing? Just one game. We're just going up. Play the championship game, and hopefully come back with the regional championship. So one game, that's it. With football, you cannot. It's not like baseball where you can, play. Football is very strict in Pop Warner on the amount of games you can play. So yeah, we're just gonna play one game. Rod, what's happening? What's happening? But anyway, this is hey Glenn. Thank you guys all for the Thanksgiving wishes. Also, I see them keep coming in, and I keep looking at the comments because I don't want to miss any. But anyway, the only thing I want to say about this impeachment hearings is all the news agencies watch the same hearings. Oh no, what's up, buddy? Oh, whether it's CNN, MSNBC, Fox, whatever it is, everyone watches the same hearings. What amazes me is how all the summaries, what's up, Malia, Alfred, they're all completely different. I mean, that's the only thing I'm going to talk about is how can news agencies, which should be objective, hey Al, what's up? How can they all watch the same hearings and come up with different reports? I watched it. I think it's a horrible waste of time. What's up, Roy, Chief, Asher, Paul, Roy, what's up, buddies? All you guys, thank you guys. I think it's a terrible waste of time and money, if you ask me personally. But at the end of the day, it's amazing how one TV station will see the hearings completely different than the other. It's shout out to Kekaha and Hanapepe Pop Warner Unlimited teams playing on Maui this weekend. Absolutely good luck to Kekaha and Hanapepe. I know we got some teams heading to Florida. We got a bunch of cheer teams heading to Florida. We also got our Lehui Pee-wee team, the Raiders, heading to Vegas to play in the Vegas Bowl. So yeah, shout out to all the teams that are traveling, and best of luck to everybody. Because they're the fake news media, except Fox. It's just amazing. It's like watching a court hearing, and one news agency says the guy is guilty and the other one says the guy is innocent. It's hard for me as a former law enforcement officer and an investigator, as you watch these things and you weigh the evidence, you weigh the testimonies. I mean, it really is. Some news agencies are not reporting objectively. Now, I'll leave that up to you, because I'm sure there's people on both sides of the fence on this one. But bottom line is, you expect the news agencies, the newscast, the news channels to report objectively. Charlene, Kayla, Kathy, Princess Perez, what's happening? Sherry and Belinda, thank you. Yeah, so I just wanted to bring that up, and if you guys had any input on what you thought, if you even watched it, it's amazing how different these reporters are. They're not reporters. If you cannot report accurately, then you shouldn't be a reporter, because people rely on what they hear and what they read. There are a lot of people who don't know the difference between Fox News and CNN and MSNBC, and it just happens to be whatever channel they're on. So, I think it's a responsibility of these news agencies to report objectively. Is that too much to ask? But it has become such a circus. It really has. Tino, Nathan, what's up? What's up, guys? So anyway, I just wanted to bring that up because I watched it. I won't say I watched all of it, but I probably watched a good 80% of it, and pretty frustrated. Nathan, what's happening? Wasting our funds that we could, that's Mains, that's it. That's it. Yeah, Larry, you're right. It's not news. It's all opinions. So it should say CNN opinions, not CNN News. Fox opinions, not Fox News. What's up, Steph? Anyway, I just think it's hilarious, and I think it's a waste of time, and I think it's a waste of money, and I think that the people, the voters should vote, decide who's our president, who's our vice president, who's our mayors, who's our governors, and that's how it should be done. This whole, why aren't we meeting our congressional delegations and these special committees meeting to help solve the homeless problem, the opioid problem, the infrastructure problem? Why aren't they meeting and spending all these resources in fixing the problems that affect us? That is my problem with these hearings. So anyway, I'm sure I offended somebody on here. Sorry. It's not meant to offend, it's just being real. Okay. A couple of more things before we get into the Kauai issue. Spain has obtained the necessary permits for the TMT. Just wanted to say it. The media today create the news, not report the Nathan, bingo, quote of the day. The media today creates the news, not reports the news. I love that, Nathan. Awesome. So anyway, TMT, so far, $11.6 million in costs. And again, like Congress, that money should be used to help our homeless community, our elderly. How do we get our prescription drug medication costs down so our grandmas and grandpas doesn't have to decide between food or medication? That's what we should be talking about. That's what we should be finding out, figuring out. Let's see. And they're not addressing the real problem in our country. It's a huge waste. Absolutely, because the Dems are afraid of POTUS. Not offended. Thank you, Pono. Trump's numbers have climbed since the impeachment. The irony is everyone is obsessed with Trump, which guarantees his landslide victory. Jade, hi Jade, Brian, Gladys. I tell you right now, and I look at this objectively. I look at this whole presidential nonsense objectively. I look at the polls. I look at the comments from the political experts. And I'm not talking about Fox News and MSNBC. I'm talking about true university political experts. And I will tell you, I will be surprised if Trump doesn't get reelected. I'm not a Trump hater, Trump lover. I'm just telling you objectively, based on what I have seen, based on the numbers and what's happening in the polls today, the fact that the independent voters have changed their position since the impeachment hearings. I find it difficult to believe that the Democrats will come up with a candidate that can beat Trump. That is just my objective opinion based on what I have seen and what I know. While the Democrats should be, if in fact they want to take that seat away, while they should be putting together a massive offensive charge against Trump, they are fighting amongst themselves. Except for this impeachment hearings, you look at the debates, and if you look at the news, they're fighting each other rather than uniting. So that's my early prediction. I just find it very hard. I don't believe that anyone that's on the slate right now, anyway, gonna be able to take that seat. But again, that's just my objective opinion. Did you see what's happening at Salt Pond? Did anyone tell you why the plants? No, I don't know why. I saw that. I got a message. Understand that the police, and I believe DLNR went down, removed all of the taro that was being planted by the Native Hawaiians. I don't know, Riri. I didn't get that answers yet, but as soon as I get them, you guys will hear about it. Gemma, what's happening? All right, okay. Let's see. Do you support Donald Trump? I'm like I said, I'm just doing an objective report, objective opinion on how that's going to go. I will tell you that if you take away the noise, and we all know that Donald Trump is unorthodox. He's not your normal politician. This guy has said and done things that make me cringe. He's not your typical politician. But if you look at what has occurred in this country since he has been the president, as far as the economy and again, depends on which channel you watch. But you know, I don't know. I am not decided. I don't know who the Democrats are going to put up, but we'll see. Fran, what's happening? Ray, Wendy, Surrey, what's happening? What's happening? As far as Trump, I have a hard time with some of the things that he says and that he does, but I do support a lot of the policies that he has changed. I do support a lot of the policies that that he has done. I think that he has done a lot of good things. If you expect change in any organization, then you got to make drastic changes. And I think a lot of people are not comfortable with that. I think especially at that level, that political level, you know, I just wish he didn't tweet so much. I just wish he didn't. He's like I said, unorthodox, not very diplomatic, but his focus is getting things done at any cost. And you know, he's interesting. He's an interesting guy. You know, if I was back in college and I had to do a paper on someone, this Trump phenomena would be what I would study and write on. I mean, what he has done has not been attempted by anyone else, and he finds success. His marketing, he's a marketing genius. I think we can all, whether you like him or not, I think you got to agree that this guy he's a marketing genius. Nothing against the person, but his policies is working. I think that kind of sums it up, Ono. I mean, it's like, you know, it's hard to fall in love with this guy, but you cannot deny the fact that many of his policies works. And you know, I'll get condemned for this, but you know, you ask me a question, I'm answering it. Marketing genius. He's not a politician, he's a businessman. Exactly. And I think a lot of the political pundits, the people in DC, have a hard time with that. They're so used to being able to control the politics, and you can't control this guy. I mean, even his own people cannot control this guy. So I guess like a loose cannon is what that kind of people are called. But when you look at the product, the final product is the policies, or other policies that he is pushing, is it working? I believe it is. So anyway, Holiday, what's up? Brian, my brother, all the way from the Big Island. Stella, Susan, aloha. How you guys doing? Okay, let me find out where we were. Oh yeah, we were talking about Spain. So we spent 11.6 million on so far in costs for the TMT fiasco on the Big Island. Keith, what's up? But Spain has obtained the necessary permits to take the TMT if, in fact, they decide to leave Hawaii. So that's good news, I guess, for TMT if they need to get out of Hawaii and move on to Spain, where Spain supposedly wants them. They got the permits, they can move. 2024, the Dems better put together a respectful candidate. Well, that's going to be the issue, right? You know, who does anyone here? And let me just do a real quick poll. Who do you think can beat Trump in the next election in 2020? Who do you, please put them in. Put the name of the Democratic candidate that you think can beat Trump in 2020. What's up, Marianne? I'm just, like I said, you know, you asked me about the 49ers and the Ravens. I'm going to tell you who I think will win, not the fact that I may like them or love them or what. But I just think it's going to be interesting. I think a lot of Democrats are going to vote for Trump. So we'll see. All right. So, yeah, please, who do you think can beat Trump in the next election? Post them in the box. Tulsi, Steph, you know, I don't think Tulsi has a chance. I like Tulsi. She's a nice person. But Tulsi is so far behind in every single poll. Unfortunately, yeah, it won't be Tulsi. Nobody. It's going to be tough. Thanks, Marianne. Happy Thanksgiving to you. None of them. I mean, I really, seriously, you know, just take all the nonsense aside, take away the noise, look at this realistically, and it's just, you know, and I honestly believe this impeachment hearings hurt the Democrats. I do. And if you didn't watch it, then it's probably a real tough statement to swallow. But the bottom line is, if you did watch it, and all of what I had expected to happen in those hearings, based on what I had heard leading up to the hearings, everything that I had expected didn't happen. It just didn't happen. So it was if you haven't watched it, watch it because it's kind of interesting. Laurie, Sharon, what's up? The day Obama has not endorsed Biden because Michelle is the only one who can come close. I think Michelle would be a great candidate. I really do. I think she would be a viable candidate. But if that is the plan, then they need to hurry up. It is getting very close. And if that is their plan, they need to do that sooner than later. Vaughn, what's happening? Okay. A couple of things. I did want to really expand on the landfill discussion. I'm really concerned about the county taking over the landfill on December 1st. It is very stressful for me. I agree, Mel. It hurt the Dems. That's why Pelosi wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it at first. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. Tulsi is a flip-flop. She doesn't even know whether she's a D or an R. All this time, it's hard for any Democrat. Everyone will be compared to Trump. This time around, he will be reelected for his performance. The Democratic Party hasn't done anything this term to support their party. Yeah, well, they've been too focused on getting rid of Trump. They should have been focusing on the issues that affect you and me and people like us. Anyway, so this landfill transition, for some reason, Waste Management Hawaii is pulling out of the landfill. You know, the public really wasn't aware. I'm assuming that the council had some, and the administration must have had some information on this for quite some time. But the bottom line is that effective December 1st, which is a couple of weeks away, or a week away, the county is going to take over the entire operation of the landfill. Now, that is quite concerning. That is very concerning because I don't know if we have the ability and the capability to run that. And we're not talking about a small function of government. We're talking about a landfill, a health and safety issue. So I watched the council meeting. When I got back from Korea, I watched the replay, and I was told the contract ended. I'm still trying to find out if, in fact, the contract ended or it was prematurely ended. Beatles is saying his 401k jumped 30,000 in the last 6 months. Well, stock market again today, all-time record high. But anyway, I'm not sure. They didn't say if the contract. When I asked a couple of council members, they said bottom line it was in litigation, and you cannot discuss it because it's in litigation. So, if it's in litigation, that tells me that there's an issue with the contract. I don't know. Am I still free? Can you guys hear me? Patricia is saying I'm freezing. I know it's not freezing cold because it's hot. Can you guys hear me? Press a 1, please. The landfill is filthy. No pride over there. Beatles, can you hear me? Anybody, can you hear me? Okay, awesome. Yeah, I apologize if it's this internet. I tell you, it's this internet. So anyway, according to the presentation, Waste Management submitted their notice to terminate the landfill operations contract on December 1st. So apparently, Waste Management terminated the contract before before it ended. So now the county is kind of in a bind. They got to get together. The bottom line is they got to take over. They got to take over the operation December 1. Now, the problem I have is that it doesn't give the county much time, hey Grace, to get things in order. Because Waste Management had the contract, they own all the equipment. They own everything out there. So now the county's got to scramble and figure out what they're going to do. One of the things, or the recommendation, hey Daniel, one of they came up with the council with 4 options, but the recommendation was the last option. So bottom line, number 1 was we can keep waste management for an increase in fees, which they didn't talk about, or they can go out and solicit or hire a new vendor to replace waste management. They can solicit and hire a new vendor to replace waste management, but the county would retain the equipment. That's the 3rd option. And the 4th option would be the county takes over the entire operation. Hey, Fran, what's up? And Mokihana. So the administration is recommending the last option, where the county takes over everything, owns the equipment, everything. Now, one of the concerns I have is, first of all, the cost. The administration told the council that they were going to save a lot of money. In fact, they are claiming that the cost per year, if the county takes over the operation, would be $2.5 million a year, versus potential with a new vendor about $6 million a year. Now, I got to tell you that operating a landfill is a specialty. It's a specialty. It's not. Bottom line is, if we take over the landfill, we got to hire a whole slew of employees, engineers, and special equipment maintenance people. It's gonna. I don't see how the county can take over this operation at a cost of only $2.5 million. Now, I don't know. I don't see that happening. You know, there's so many costs involved in running that landfill: personnel costs, equipment costs, all of that. One of the things that the administration could not, as Mike DeHealy mentioned on the council meeting, the question was asked, what about the liability? How much does the liability, is that factored in? And he said they cannot quantify, that was his word, he cannot quantify the liability costs. Well, if we cannot quantify any costs for this transition, then we need to be very careful. Hey, Valaka and Eric, we gotta be careful, and we gotta pump the brakes here and say, wait a minute, waste management and companies like that, that's all they do. They absorb the liability, they absorb the maintenance costs, they absorb all of the costs we paid them, and that's how it works. So I don't understand why we would even go down the road of owning it, because the cost is going to be tremendous. We got to incur liability. So I guess my only position in this is, I hope the county council takes their time. Obviously, there's going to be the interim where, as of December 1st, the county is going to take over the operation. They said they made some arrangements for the equipment. I'm not sure if they paid off waste management for their equipment. You know, the compactor out there, all of these special landfill equipment is not cheap. But I'm hoping that this council will demand that the administration provides real performance, real spreadsheets, real numbers of all the costs before we decide if that's something that we can absorb. Because listen, it's tough to privatize any function of government. Once we take control of the landfill as a 100% county operation, it's going to be difficult to go back and contract out the management of the landfill, because we have already done it as a county. And I think that's one of the things that we got to really be careful. You know, I cannot imagine why any council member would support this without knowing the full cost. And when I say full cost, say, Senator Kochi, condolences to the passing of your dad. He's a great man, awesome, loved him tremendously, worked with him, and great guy. So from Patsy and I, our condolences out to your family. But until every cost is identified, hey, Andy Lam, what's up? We got to make sure we have those numbers in place and numbers that this county can afford. Because yeah, while it's nice to be able to say we're going to take it over, by taking it over and running that investment out there at Kekaha, apparently this administration's plan is not to move to Ma'alo Road, and it's also not moving towards an alternative type of waste management. You know, I still believe that we should be looking at some alternative technologies to take care of the vast majority of our waste. Whether it's incineration or whatever the technology may be, converting our trash to electricity, I think, is the right way to go. Or fuel, whatever we decide to convert. Hey, Clayton and Ivan. But by making this commitment, then we're kind of shutting the door on creating a new landfill somewhere or going to an alternative technology. And that frightens me. We cannot continue to expand Kekaha. I think Kekaha residents have burdened that landfill long enough. And there are solutions out there. There are. I heard Mike DeHillig mention at the council meeting that none of these technologies are proven. That's simply not true. I mean, simply not true. I visited myself, saw with my own eyes these plants working and working well, very clean. Andrew Renault, what's happening? So, you know, again, my only plea is that, you know, this council holds the administration to the task of making sure that the numbers are real and that it is in the best interest of this county. That is all I ask. You know, how do you put a price on liability? How do you put a price on you know, absorbing? I mean, I was on a council long enough to see enough lawsuits come through, and accidents happen. So anyway, again, I'm just hoping that this county and this county council and this administration will investigate all these options. Right now, the administration is coming in with the recommendation that they take over the 100% control. I don't necessarily agree that that's the best solution, and I just hope that they explore all different opportunities. At the end of the day, it may be more feasible for this county to put out another contract on getting a new vendor. Hey, what's up, Kai and Kate? I just the presentation that I got from the county council meeting is not enough, and to expect the council to make a decision based on this alone is simply not enough. There's a lot of costs that's not in here that needs to be determined and needs to be, you know, put into the decision-making process. So we'll see how this turns out. This is very important and vital because we are reaching capacity at Kekaha. What's up, John? We are reaching capacity at Kekaha. Some decisions need to be made. I know, we cannot build a new landfill before Kekaha is filled up. I mean, they're trying to get extensions and expansions and expansions, but at the end of the day, these are temporary fixes. The bottom line is either we get another technology in place, starting to turn our trash into power or energy or fuel, or we got to build another landfill, and we better hurry up. I've been saying this for over 10 years, and no one listens. Hello, John. All right, moving on. Real simple request that was made, and you know, I got a text message from someone asking me about why can't we light all the crosswalks? You know, it's hard enough to see the crosswalks. Those flashing lights actually work. It works for me personally. When I see the flashing lights, I know a crosswalk is coming up. So yes, honey, I agree. The administration was very vague. It was very broad, the discussion. Nothing specific, couldn't answer the questions that were asked, and that is why I'm hoping that this council will possibly open up a separate set of committee hearings just to discuss and get the necessary information from the administration before making a decision. But anyway, thanks for that, honey. So yeah, I know that Senator Kochi's hopefully still on. I have expressed my concern with our county administrations for a long time that we should be lighting all the crosswalks. Those lights, you get the solar panels that power the lights, and it works. And one of the responses from Michael Mold, yes, Ross tried, I know, he tried hard. Michael Mold from the engineering department made a comment which I totally disagree with. He said that studies, I don't know what study he was talking about, studies show that the more lights that you put up on crosswalks, that the people get so used to it that it becomes less effective. I just cannot believe that. I don't know what study they studied, but if you see those flashing lights as you're driving down the road, now on Rice Street it doesn't make sense because the trees are blocking the light. But normally, if you see those flashing lights, and I'm talking about the one that gets your attention, it does work. It works. It works. Whether there's 100 of them or one of them, when you see how many traffic lights we got? The red, yellow, and the green. So we got so many that the red light don't work. You drive through. I don't know who made that study, but it's this erroneous crap that the council is being told. The bottom line is the flashing lights get your attention. You slow down and you stop. Pedestrian gets to cross the street safely. Very simple request, and I hope that Senator Kochi, I know Senator Kochi is up on safety, but it's funding or whatever the case may be. But again, as we install crosswalks, it doesn't take much to put those lights up, and so that's a crusade. You gotta let your council know that that's what you want, because it's not gonna get done without community pressure. Simple solution. Honolulu, my God, they got more people hit in the crosswalks over there. I'm not sure what. To me, he must have been the guy that almost ran my son over when we were crossing by Hot Coffee, flashing lights and all. Yeah, maybe he doesn't see them, but I do. Yeah, if they can't cite the study. Yeah, I went after the fact. I went trying to find a study. It's not hard to look up studies. Looking forward to Mel Rapozo being back on the council. It works if people crossing the street uses them. Yeah, well, that is true too. But now we got these sensors that as you come up to the crosswalk, the sensors know that you have that you're there, and it triggers the lights. Hey Phil, how's it going? All right, so the last issue we're going to talk about here is Kauai Humane Society, because I have been getting so many calls and letters and emails and messages. The Kauai Humane Society has been a concern for me for quite a while. In fact, about 5 years ago, I introduced the resolution that created the audit for the Humane Society. Now, gosh, I got beaten up again because a lot of people thought I was going after the Humane Society because I didn't like them. No way. Because of the complaints we had been receiving, because of the lack of service or the diminishing services that our residents were receiving from the Humane Society at the time, and the failure of the Humane Society to respond to my questions as a council member adequately, I requested the audit. The audit was done, and it came up with some very, some significant findings. They regrouped, they got rid of one executive director, brought in another one, and we've gone through a few of them. But bottom line is this. Hey, what's up, Brother Hoku? Bottom line is this. Every year they come to council, they want more money. Every year the council said no. Well, this year we gave them more money. This current council, I wasn't on it, but I would never have supported it because the service is not at the level that I expect for the county contract that we pay them. What's up, Robert Ford, Dwayne, aloha, you guys. But they got more money, and the services have diminished. We've all heard the stories. You know, we heard the story on Facebook. It's not a story. The person posted, they went there. A good friend of mine went there to adopt a dog. And no, they couldn't adopt a dog until they brought the other dogs to the Humane Society so they could make sure that they were compatible. What's up, Matt? We heard about the poor family that wanted to adopt the puppies, the siblings. And no, sorry, that's not good. People should not be allowed to adopt siblings out of a litter, of a dog litter. Completely. I mean, yes, there are some experts that discourage that, but at the end of the day, many families have adopted. Many families raise their own dogs' siblings. They're the dog's babies, which are siblings, and they do quite well. We know that the fees now have exorbitant. We know that the spay and neuter. We know that the services now, if you call the Humane Society for a dog issue, they're not going to respond. You know that the barking dog deal and the aggressive dog, they're not. Now we got to call the police. So my problem is the services are being reduced at the same time the cost to the taxpayers are going up. Now, Senator Kochi is on here. We've talked about this before. We've put it on our legislative package at the county to please get the state to repeal the part of the statute, the HRS, that requires the county of Kauai, only the county of Kauai, to contract their services with the Kauai Humane Society. So we cannot contract with anyone else because the state law prohibits us. I don't even know how that law is in the book because I believe it's discrimination. I don't think it's fair because there are other organizations and other nonprofits that can do the job. But this is an old law from many decades ago, I believe in the 50s, that should be repealed. And the county of Kauai should be able to put out a contract for the services that are required for our citizens, our taxpayers, and it should be open to everyone. So until that state law is repealed, and I'm hoping that it happens this session, the county is stuck. We're stuck with the Kauai Humane Society. We're stuck with an organization that claims that they are subsidizing the county's dog, animal protection or whatever, animal control programs. And there's no option for this county other than to pay. What's up, Clayton? So number one, the state needs to repeal that law. Number two, the county needs to, once that law is repealed, the county will be free to go out to bid, put out the bid for the animal control services of this island. What that's going to do is going to stimulate and generate other organizations to come forward and offer the services and create jobs. I just read a story that a lady had to pay KHS $50 for turning a stray feral cat because she couldn't prove the cat wasn't aggressive. I saw that. Now, if you bring a feral cat, they charge you $90 for being a good Samaritan. Again, that's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm talking about. They have, gone are the days that you could go in and turn in a feral cat. Gone are the days that you could go in and adopt a dog or a cat. Got that, Clayton? I'll give you a buzz. Amazing how reduced the services or animal control services are at the current moment, at the time that we are paying the Humane Society more than we ever have. So go figure. And that, again, is why we need a better control of who we contract. This is not Kauai Humane Society hate speech. Hey, Myra, this is a fact that we pay for their services and they need to provide the services. And they know that we can't go anywhere else. They know that we cannot put that professional service contract out to bid because the state law prohibits us. So, Senator Kochi, if you're on, I would appreciate if you take another look at that and help us get that repealed so we can go out and create an opportunity for someone else to step in. And you know what? It doesn't have to be the whole shebang. Humane Society could take care of a portion. The new organization could take a portion of the animal control services. Bottom line is it shouldn't be the police department. They are taxed enough. They don't need to be getting calls about dogs and leash laws and all of that. That should be part of the contract that the Humane Society does. Yeah, good luck on them answering the phone. Angela, I agree 100%. I got into a huge argument with the former executive director because she called my constituent a liar. And I said, ma'am, she ain't a liar because I called, and there was no answer. I called 3 times, 3 different days, 3 different times, never got an answer. So it's a mess. What's up, Matt? Maines, happy Thanksgiving. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I know we got into some controversial topics, but the bottom line is this. We do this to educate, inform, and engage. We want you guys to become engaged. What's up, Robin? I want you guys to participate. Participate in your government. We can all agree to disagree. We can all, we can do it in a civil way. I just try to bring it to you guys to get you guys a little excited, energized to go look and ask the questions and contact your legislators, your representatives, your senators, wherever you're at, even if you're not here. So as we wrap up, I just want to thank you all again, once again. Every Wednesday we do this, 7 o'clock. Unless something comes up, but we'll be here next week. And all of my videos are on my YouTube channel. At just search Mel Rapozo, you'll find it. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications. Every time we load a new video, you won't miss it. And it's a lot clearer on YouTube. You can check it out. All right. So from our house, from Patsy and myself, my son Baron, my daughter Nikki in Oregon, which we'll be visiting soon, we want to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. May all your Thanksgiving days be awesome tomorrow. And again, don't forget those less fortunate. Don't forget those who don't have the food tomorrow. And if you got a little extra tomorrow night, hey, nothing wrong with driving past the county building or down to the park, or where your homeless people in your community are. Give them a plate. Give them 2 plates. Feed them. Patsy and I do that. We'll do it again tomorrow. You guys have a great, safe, happy holiday season. Don't forget Black Friday. Spend your money. And until next week, take care. God bless. We love you guys. See you then.